Proximity by What's Up Shannon. Chapter 1. Threshold. Adam stood across from Joanne in their expansive Brooklyn townhome, as if it were a standoff. Her eyes narrowed at him. He squinted before grabbing his glasses from his shirt pocket. The TV played in the background, but no one was listening. Adam had just walked in after an incredibly grueling and exhausting day on set. Luckily, they were filming in the city, so he could actually come home every night, though what time he arrived varied, putting a strain on parenting at home. "I'm the one stuck doing bad in bed again," Joanne whispered loudly, trying to keep her voice low while the kids slept upstairs. "This was a lot easier with one kid. Now there's one for each of us." She slammed the dishwasher shut, pressing a few buttons until the mechanism locked and began to hum. She turned away from the kitchen and approached Adam, who leaned against the sofa. "How many projects have you picked up since the beginning of the year? 6? She asked, looking up at him challengingly despite his stature. 7. He clipped, annoyed. "Today's filming ran a little late. I promise I'll try to come home when..." Adam felt the tension between them grow. While he understood her frustration, he didn't seem to know exactly how to fix it. "That's what you said last night and the night before," Joanne rebutted, her hands on her hips. "I'll figure it out," he yelled, the echo booming across the apartment. "Don't you fucking raise your voice at me," she hissed through her teeth. Joanne's eyes drifted to the kitchen, noticing the side door open, her brows furrowed. Adam pushed off the sofa, noticing her demeanor change. "What is it?" he asked, approaching her protectively despite their argument. "I could have sworn I closed this after I took Moose out," she mumbled, referring to their dog. She peeked out of the door at their petite garden, glancing left and right before shutting and locking it. She slumped onto the sofa. "You should get some rest, baby," he urged softly. "You should go take a walk," she responded coldly, still annoyed. "Fine," he bit back, approaching the door before slamming it behind him. He adjusted his jacket as the cool wind, no longer blocked by towering buildings, brushed against him. It was as brisk as their conversation. It was late enough for the sidewalks to be mostly cleared, except for the occasional last-chance dog walkers. The night was still, and Adam wanted it to feel comforting. When did he ever get this level of silence, whether on set or at home? A car door slammed, perhaps on the opposite street, judging by the proximity. His eyes swept across the surroundings. He heard footsteps scuffing the sidewalk at a quicker pace than his own. They were still some distance back. Perhaps it was Joanne bringing him something he forgot. His wallet, his keys, his smarts. His feet paused, glancing behind him. The footsteps stopped as well, yet no one was there. Just a trail of freshly trimmed bushes and chalk drawings faded from the city's earlier rain shower. "Who walks this late?" he muttered, shaking off the feeling. It had been a long day on set. It wouldn't surprise him if he were imagining footsteps trailing him. He continued walking somewhere between having a destination and moving at a glacial speed. He thought back on Joanne, regretting raising his voice. Even if they were no strangers to screaming matches, he'd be lying if his stomach wasn't tightening with every step. Normally, he wouldn't storm out after a fight, but Joanne had actually told him to leave. A first. He fidgeted with his wedding ring, spinning it between his fingers. A flash of fangs lunged, and Adam shrieked back. A leashed dog barked viciously, snapping forward. Adam glanced up at the owner, tugging hard on the harness. He exhaled, raising a hand to his chest as he stepped back. Collecting himself, he realized the dog wasn't barking at him. Those pearly yet deadly whites were bared for something else, or someone else. "Bruno, there's nobody," the owner shouted, tugging the labradoodle back. He stuttered apologies to Adam as he backed off. The dog retreated with low growls. Adam nodded, accepting the apology. Despite the scare, he was curious what set the dog off. He recalled the door slam and the footsteps. It wouldn't have been the first time he felt followed. He hoped it wasn't happening now. Adam glanced where the dog's attention had been, a narrow alley. His eyes peeked along the turn of the wall, A wired fence and an overflowing dumpster illuminated by moonlight. He exhaled, unsure whether he should feel relief or anxiety. "Hello?" Adam called, his low voice bouncing down the alley. If someone was there, they would hear him. He lingered a little longer, feeling ridiculous. Nothing. Maybe the dog saw a squirrel or a pigeon. He nodded, stuffing his hands in his pockets, accepting the explanation. A neon sign blurred into focus. Paddy's. One of those Irish brown bars that brought a piece of Ireland over here. Maybe a proper pour of Guinness from the tap would take the edge off, or maybe something stronger, a bite of Jameson. The door creaked open with the push of his hand, the bottom of his shoes sticking with each step, a sign of too much soap in the mop water when they closed the night before. A chill came over him, knowing it was temporary. The artificial warmth that liquor gave him will balance the chill soon enough. Generic rock radio played as Adam's palm brushed the bar, taking a seat on a stool. A couple abandoned pool tables sat in the back as cigarette smoke clouded, as if it were the bar's version of morning fog. "Hey, Adam," a gruff voice said, pulling his attention back. Russ, the bartender, who leaned forward with a smirk. "What'll it be?"